Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review and welcome to Free For All Friday where I get to pick the song. That means it might be something fresh, it might be something frivolous, but it's always on a Friday. And today we're going to be listening to Godsmack's Cryin' Like a Bitch. And I don't curse that much or swear that much in my day-to-day life, so saying crying like a bitch just feels good. And I think I broke the YouTube rule about not saying anything like that within the first so many seconds. So there's that. But the reason I'm doing this song today is because my husband and I are going to be seeing Godsmack in concert soon, and he is a fan of them. I don't really know too much. Like, I kind of know their sound. I know that much, but as for like knowing songs in full or the lyrics, I don't really know much at all. And he said this would be a fun one to start with. I think most people, I just quickly Googled like Godsmack reactions, and it seems like a lot of people do Voodoo by them, which again, my husband sang it and I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't really sound familiar to me. But we're gonna start with Crying Like a Bitch. Okay, I'm not gonna say it anymore. That's the song, you guys know. Let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. I feel like that's somebody, but I don't know who. Boxing, right? I was gonna say WWE, but then they were wrapping their hands.
Strut on by like a king, telling everybody they know nothing. And long lived what you thought you were. Time ain't on your side anymore.
I like his voice a lot.
So you tell me I can't take my chances, but I've told you one too many times and you were crying like a bitch.
This is a good fighting song. For sure. Already.
I'm tougher than nails, I can promise you that. Step out of line and you'll get bitch slapped back, and you can run for your little mouth all day. But the hand of God just smacked you back into yesterday. And so
Knocked you back into yesterday.
tell me I can't take my chances, but I've told you one too many times and you were crying like a bitch. And you wonder why
Yes, I like
no
this.
one can stand you, and there's no denying you were crying like a bitch. You were crying like a bitch.
Ooh, I like how he said that bitch right there. Like, gritted his teeth while he said it.
Lying dead by your sacred faded pastimes, only time is your enemy. Granted a second chance to prove that your arrogance is stronger than you'll ever be.
You guys can tell me who's fighting in this video, because I have no idea.
Oh, stronger than you can be.
Yikes.
Oh, stronger than you can be.
That sounds so cool.
And so you tell me I can't take my chances, but I've told you one too many times and you were crying like a bitch. And you wonder why no one can stand you, and there's no denying you were crying like a bitch. 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 Oh, bitch.
Man. That was awesome. Okay, so as I'm listening to this, I have to say, I don't know why my husband didn't tell me more about this band over the years. This is really good. He's probably played stuff for me, occasionally, but this is really good. I feel like this is a band that I'm going to get obsessed with. I want to say that right now. And I'll look into like the meaning behind the song, because he told me that this was written, he thinks it was written about somebody, and I can't remember who he said off the top of my head now. But this song, just the whole vibe of it is what I really like to listen to. Like I've said this before, I listen to all different types of music and all different, themes and scenarios in songs, and I appreciate them all. But I'm not typically one for like a love song or a heartbreak song or anything like that. I like angry songs. I love angry songs. So this is great. Okay, it says Cryin' Like a Bitch, this is on blabbermouth.net, was inspired by events of last summer, which this was 2010, so 2009's Crew Fest 2 tour, on which Godsmack appeared alongside of headliners Motley Crue. Erna told Artisan News Service at the time, "There's definitely been some rock star garbage on this tour that we just have never seen in our career. This was the first time that I felt like, you know what, if there's going to be some people that are going to treat other people a certain way, that I'm going to go out there every night and make sure that we will make you look old and fat and go home with a nice big fat paycheck." What? According to Hard Drive Radio, Erna intended the song as a slam on Motley Crue's bassist Nikki Sixx, although that has yet to be officially confirmed by anyone in the Godsmack camp. Was it confirmed? It's many years later. It's like, what was that? Oh yeah, 2010, 2009. It's many years later. Did they confirm it? I feel like you can't confirm that kind of thing, right? Oh wait, what's this? This was 2011. Godsmack drummer sets record straight regarding Cryin' Like a Bitch song. Shannon Larkin, that's the drummer. Larkin stated about the inspiration for Cryin' Like a Bitch. Several things actually happened during that tour, honestly. The rest of the band, we get along great with other Motley Crue members. Mick Mars, Tommy Lee. I got along great with Nikki Sixx. In fact, he had called me over to catering one time and said would I like to play with his 6 a.m. side project on the record. And I was like, yeah, but then this was like 3 weeks into the tour. And then 4 weeks later, him and Sully had this clash. Drama. And it stemmed from Motley Crue's security, I think, more than Nikki. But Nikki is the leader of the band. Basically, it had to do with their security throwing us off the stage. Whatever. It was a bunch of ego shit that none of us really got into. But Motley Crue kind of acted like, well, their security in any event. They were real weird with our guests getting backstage. Like, our guests might want to look at Motley Crue. Our guests were there to see us, and they didn't care a shit about Motley Crue. And Motley Crue is a legendary band that we all respect. When I was 17, I had Shout at the Devil and all that, hell yeah, but just kind of fronted us a little that they would think that our guests would be starstruck over them. And half the time, these people I've known for like 30 years, and they can't even get backstage because Motley Crue doesn't want people back or whatever. So that's where the bad blood came from. And then Sully runs his mouth, Nikki runs his mouth. They're both big rock stars. Next thing you know, it's a battle in the press. That's kind of interesting, though. Oh, it says here, when asked directly if the track was written about Sixx, Erna told Albany, New York's Q103 radio station, "It's very difficult for me to restrain myself from answering that question because as honest as I'd like to be, the other side of me just doesn't want to give anybody the extra exposure, even if it's negative. So I'm just going to plead the fifth." Dang, I wanted him to confirm it, but it seems like there was something there that was about. So that's kind of funny though. Like, not funny, and I mean it would suck if that was, the situation with security and people getting backstage for you, and I didn't know, let me just say, I didn't know that Motley Crue spelled it MTLEY CRE. Is that always how they spelled it? I know that's not the band, that's not what we're talking about, but no. Did they shorten it? Why did they write it that way? I don't know. Besides the point. But yeah, this song, I really liked it, and it's kind of cool. I know I say this a lot with different songs, but when you don't know what it's about. I mean, even when you do know what it's about, it can be pertained to a lot of things. Even the video was like, boxing. Wait, was it not boxing? No, that was not boxing. Did I say that at the beginning? I guess it was just fighting, right? What would that be considered? UFC fighting? It might look something like that. I don't know. Yes, I think it was UFC. I don't know my sports, but you guys can tell me who those people were if you know, and if you knew the whole Motley Crue drama, Nikki Sixx stuff going on with it. Because, like I said, you listen to it, it could be about anything. It could just be a good fighting song. But yeah, I hope you guys like this one. Please let me know if there's anything else I should check out by Godsmack. Maybe I'll just check out some stuff anyway, even on my own, because I definitely want to hear more, and I know I'm going to hear more soon. So why not share that, little dive into the Godsmack rabbit hole with you guys, if that's okay. But yeah, I will end it here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.